that there. Put that there. Ugh. All right. Wait, what? That's not right. Test, test, test. Okay, that's working. Testing, testing. That looks like that's working. It's lying to me. I don't know. Now, what the hell was I doing? Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, what's this? Master Simon. Imagine my surprise upon arriving at the estate this morning only to discover a second foundation so casually situated among the trees and chirping crickets of the west grounds. Now, I have never professed to be a skilled draftsman, and maybe this is not as unintended a mistake as this appears. There is a chance that this room is some part of some greater strategy I cannot fathom. She is so passive aggressive. Or perhaps more likely, morbid curiosity simply got the better of you. However, should that curiosity wane, and you come to regret your recent decision, this can of repellent should prove useful. Taking that, removed from the house and draft pool for a week. I know what we're doing with that immediately. The foundation has been removed from the draft pool for the next week. Okay. That should fix that problem. You know what, actually? With that done, I should probably just end the day. Because to do the next thing I want to do, I need the blessing of the monk. Let's see if that fixes it. The abandoned project. That's amazing. That should have fixed the problem. Oh, hey, we're getting so close. It's 36,000 followers. Very close to the goal. Another one? Did it not work? It worked. Oh, no. Oh, my actual foundation is gone. Okay. For the next week. Okay. Um. All right. We will roll with this. That's okay. Give me shrine. Or I could try to get all the classrooms. Just go wild, just go hog on getting classrooms. You know, I think I might. I'm tempted to go that route instead for this run and just focus on getting classrooms because I think it's very important. I have a... Oh, shit. I have a suspicion, anyway. And I might be kind of hooped on what I wanted to do with the foundation gone. Classrooms are blue rooms. So we're taking the scepter of the blue one. And then we're going to go for it. Classroom. Grade 1. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Because if this one spawns, how would that work? Let me think. You get one from the room. I forget the name of it. That gives you rooms. Yeah, I'll take this. Grade 3. And I should be able to snag... I'll take the lab. Maybe we can get a good experiment here. Not ideal, not terrible. Simon, remind me when I come back to work to create you a Blackbridge admin key, as you are obviously very technically proficient, perhaps even more so than the rest of the staff here. Funny enough, following our format, the naming of your admin key should theoretically be Jones, which might be the first one where the admin key is the same as the last name. Oh, that is kind of funny. Okay. So I have an active experiment. I have a glut of class. We're up to grade 3. 1, 2, 3. They don't need to be done in sequence. Four. This is the map room. Come on. I know we're getting less classrooms as we progress through this, but there it is. Not the direction I want it to be going. So I'm going to skip it and come back around to it. I'll take the pool and try to hook it around. Hopefully it hooks around and down. Yes, that works. Grade 5. I think this is as far as I've made it. Draw 2 things that share all but one letter of their name. Oh, this is the paintings. Redraw. Grade 6. None of these, there's not a single student in any of these classes that can actually pull. What the hell is that? That can actually pull like a full-on histories penned by the victors. What's the word I want here? Like 100%. There's nobody smart enough to answer these questions correctly, apparently. Okay, now I just need a straight through room. Workshop works. Drawing room allows me to start going both directions. That's helpful. The more classrooms I get, the more rare they get to pull. Oh no, that's going the wrong way. Oof. Not ideal. It's okay, though. I still have more rooms I can draw. I can't rotate yet, but I can make this happen. We're up to 7. Advanced functions. Oh, Lord. So squaring, we know that we knew about this one already. The diamond, I'm not sure what that is. That might be to the 3rd power. And then we're adding wavy lines. Yeah, it's algebraic functions. Ah ha 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 ha. Ouchies. That's gonna suck, but we're a smart bunch, right? Give me 3 doors going the other way, please. Give me 3 doors going the other way, please. 3 doors, come on. Why is it dead ending? No, that's terrible. Come on. I don't know why it's insisting on forcing that door to be a dead end. I'll take it. It's not ideal. I want more doors, but I'll take it. That's Draxus, and I'm not taking Draxus. I don't need dead-end rooms. Now give me a multi-door room, please. It's like it's not listening to me. Definitely not the dark room. That was a monkey paw situation. The monkey's paw curls. Perfect. Took me a bit to figure out this is an angel. Joya is the name of one of the angels. I got a note of that written down. Okay. Now where is a classroom? I can stick a classroom in a dead end. That's fine. I don't even mind. There we go. Grade 8. Now that's all of the classrooms added to the draft pool by drafting the schoolroom outside. And then I have one more in my own draft pool. Oh. Oh man, there's a whole language here to know. So I'm guessing you cross-reference everyone's answers to see. Which one is the most likely culprits to be right? Affix pairings. Ma. Hold on. Lore means. Sorry. Lore means word. Lore was in that cipher puzzle before. But ma, I remember being. That makes sense. If it's used at the front of the word, it means it's one thing. It means if used at the end of the word, it means the opposite if it's reversed. Okay. This is definitely important. Affix pairings. Prefix and suffix versions. This is what the camera's for. Got fingerprints all over my lens. And then you can cross-reference these. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Then you can cross-reference those against that to learn the language. Like this one here is almost entirely correct, 5 out of 6. So like if it's Aj, for example, Ajlor Nevlor. First, hello, can you teach me a new word? Ajlor Nevlor would be first word Nev new word. First word, new word. I mean, that's a very caveman sounding language, but I kind of get what they're going for. There should be just one more classroom now. Little more classroom now. This one. One more in my drafting pool. Final exam, please take a seat. 8 years did fly by for sure. Oh, shoot. Pop that up so I don't lose my chat. How long is this test? Your exam has begun. Oh my god, it's timed. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to the curriculum covered over the previous 8 grades. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it and come back later. This is an open book exam. You may use your notes and may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you complete the exam, you'll be graded remotely and results will be sent to you the following day. Okay, so I can leave the table, go and check if I need to. Okay. Well, I took pictures. I have pictures of everything, so I should be able to figure it out. Sam left his house at 8 or 6 a.m. and drove 3 hours north and passed 8 flags. He then turned northwest at Tanner Fork, drove another 3 hours and passed 4 additional flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color were the flags? Okay, I'm coming back to that one. In the scenario above, where does Sam live? Okay, so if I know the color, I know the place. Okay. What color is most often associated with hallways? That would be orange. Which of the following pairing would be the least patriotic room pairing? A chapel in Fen Ares, a shop at Arch Ares, a greenhouse in Karakia, a bedroom in Araja. The greenhouse, because Korarika is orange and the greenhouse is green. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 when consumed? It's a banana, it's yellow. Solve the following problem. 5, subtract 5 times 2. 0 times 2 is always 0. Solve the following problem. 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. Times 2 is 24. Solve the following problem. 5 times 2. 5 subtract 2 is 3. Times 5 is 15. 16. No. It's 11. Solve the following problem. 4. Solve the following problem. 1. My god. 11. Question 11. You are 3, 4, 8, 1. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol C? That's carbon. Which element appears in a periodic table directly below helium? I need my notes. This one. Which of the following is not a real element found on the periodic table? Oh, that's clever. There is no LL. It looks like Li, but it's not. There is not. Lithium would be Li, but that's fake. Which element is represented by the symbol Ag? Silver. I know that. Which element could not be used in the spelling of the word clues? Radon. How many elements are in the top row of the periodic table? Looking, counting. Oh yeah, just 2. Just 2. The city of Fen is south of which small body of water? Morning Bay. How many cities in Fen Ares are larger than Reddington? Can't come back to that one. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Ares? This is a whole different side of the country, or the world, rather. Korarika. Arch Ares, is the mountain, I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, we're almost directly north of Araja. Fen. Where are you right now as you take this exam? We're in Mount Holly. We're at Reddington. Yeah, so it has to be this one. Which two pieces of art would be the best pair to depict the letter B? Bale and ale. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? Ooh. Where's the grade 5 classroom? Eight. The timing. I knew I should have put them all in a chain. That's classroom 4. 5. Crowbar, bananas. The jungle. The jungle. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm getting nervous now. The jungle. Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? Realize that's in the gallery. Can you spot the difference? I'm not sure what the question is referring to there. Who was the first crowned ruler? General Teskin. In which era were the railways of Fen Ares destroyed? The 6th era. How long ago did the War of the Fifth... How long did the War of the Fifth Era last? I think it was 22 years. The first capital city of Fen Ares. These are new. Which realm gifted Fen Ares a dirigible to headway their victory parade? Would it be Nuance? They're the ones who do air travel. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? Colossus Orindia. Solve the following problems. Oh my lord, the math again. 6 squared is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. We know that. Everybody knows that. 3 squared. Subtract 3, so 9. 3 squared would be 6. 12 cubed would be 144. No? No, not cubed. That's not that rule. I think you swapped the numbers for that one. 37. I'll come back to this page. The Arajan word for house. We just went over that. You. What does Nevyate mean in Arajan? We put it together. New. Oh, there's only one thing that has new in it. New gate. The phrase Treven can be translated in several different ways. Which of the following is not an acceptable interpretation of the phrase? Brave. Not very old. How would you say the following phrase in Arajan? You have a very, very long name. U would be Major. Well, Major Am. May is the only one that has those components in it. How would you tell an Arajan count me out? Me out, lay. The opposite of me. Mount Holly, in, et, is, or. That is et in the castle puzzle. Et means east. It did mean east the whole time. Using the provided Arajan terms for cardinal directions above, what would be the clearest way you could give direction to someone at point A to get them to point B? A to B. Of Tre is Ja Si. In ancient Orindia, the number 8 was considered by Ageran scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though in many secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical. Only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of a numerical perfection. Oh, because I'll bet you this translates back to 8 from 8. Okay. Which ones did we miss? This one. Okay, I need a map. You turn northwest at Tanner Fork. That gives us the location of the midway point. Go 3 hours north. Past State Flags. Turn northwest at Tanner Fork. Tanner Fork is that's the information we need right there. It's red. Which means he lives in Oris. How many cities in Fenares are larger than Reddington? Just 2. Can you find the difference? I'm not entirely certain what it's asking me. Like, I know who that angel is. That's Orindia. I think that's Orindia? I think that's her name? Orinda. But that might not be what it's asking me, because that's... Don't quote me on this. Hopefully it tells us if we just get one wrong. Oh, okay, we're back at the math. Yeah, I need to look up the rule here. They taught us this. Diamond is digit inversion, which means we turn the letters around. So 12 becomes 21. Two waves indicates the nearest. 4 waves the nearest 10, 6 waves the nearest 100. purple... Shoot, what was purple? Four squared, 4 times 4, 16. 5 is 21. Nope, immediately doing something wrong. 4 times 4 is 16. $39, 5, 2, 3. So we can that. We have to round to the nearest. So yeah, so it's around an even 100. Oh. Okay, so he's just locked in. Okay, you don't get a chance to look it over again. Okay, well, I guess we find out tomorrow. It's very quiet in here. It's early though. Well, I guess it's not super early. It's the weekend. Who knows what everyone's up to? Who knows? It is okay. I should go back to the conference room, actually, and draft some more this away. Oh, where did these all come from? Oh, the locker room. Right. Yeah, some people do. I don't know much about it, but I understand some people have lives. I was playing a little bit. I was playing a little bit earlier as well. I had a theory, so I ran a house that got me to get back the Banner of the King from the chess puzzle. Because I have a theory about nothing new. About that whole claiming the throne thing. I strongly suspect that we want to have everything I can related to royalty or kings ready to go when I figure it out and do it. Like, I want to have the scepter. I played a little bit, yeah. I just wanted to get a house drafted that could get me back. Yeah, I figured it was going to be just a little bit of like a grinding out some annoyances. So I was like, I'll pick it a little bit in the morning, and then I went out and got my hair cut, and then I came back and I ground it, picked out a little more, and so I just kind of left it running all day. Just so that I wasn't boring people with this very single-minded task. Oh, thank you. Sure, might be useful, actually, to have the pump room powered up. And then we'll burn the draft. Actually, I'm curious. If it's powered, the power can still go out even though it's powered. That's actually kind of goofy, admittedly. Oh, did I want to do that? Maybe not. I'm too late now. I just kind of sacrificed. How far do I figure I am? I have. There's this tool called Blue Hints, and it's like a spoiler-free thing. You kind of, it just asks you questions like, "Have you done this?" And if you confirm, it like gives you, it asks you about the next thing you could have done, like spoiler-free to gauge your progress. And according to the progress bar it shows me, I'm probably about 2/3 of the way through the content of the game. But the nice thing about the way it's structured is I don't know anything about what's coming next, right? It's kind of crazy that, like, I've got how many? Hold on, let me look. 75 hours on Steam in this. Dark room on, garage on, gym off. 75 hours in this, and I've actually enjoyed myself the whole time. That is, though, at least partially, I think, because I've been playing with a pretty involved chat as well. I haven't been like, oop, almost missed you. Holy moly. I'm back here. If I was playing solo, I might get bored with it. I forget. South door, I think. Because we got this thing. Oh shoot! I didn't turn off the power to the. Half distracted. Oh, it's a lie note. The structure of structural elements of the house is not permanent. Is a lie. Now I can't move that no matter how hard I run into it. I want to... Can't stay long this evening? Oh, that's okay. I appreciate you dropping in. I want to try to get the red crown as well. Which means I need the secure room or whatever it's called. And I need access to it on all 4 sides. Figured that part out. Ooh. Nope, we're gonna skip it. Come on, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. You gotta be kidding me. No, no. This one. This works. Placing it just like this. This works. Now what I need to do is run back to the utility closet and turn off the power to the key card system so the doors all unlock. Because I already used the security room to make that happen. Hey there, Chance. I see you over on TikTok hanging out. Appreciate you sticking around. Over, loop, loop. So preferably I'm looking for a 4-door room, but this does work. At least a 3-door room would be nice, but this works. I could hook around behind the closed exhibit with this. And I still have access through the other security door here. And this is annoying me. I have all of the things, but it's not triggering the trophy. I don't know why. Okay, this needs to be a 4-door room. Perfect. Gives me this. Gives me access to this. And I should be able to run back in time without it being a problem. We reveal the trip lines, we lower the barrier, and then we hit the reset button and we run. And it starts a 10-second countdown, which is not very much time. No! No! My God, no! I wasn't even looking. Crap. Oh my. Oh, that stings. Oh, the timing. That couldn't have gone worse. Yeah, as I ran in the room, as I ran in the room, passed out. If I hadn't run back to reset all the security doors, I would have been fine. I would have had the steps. But I ran back to reset the security doors, and that was where I went wrong. Yeah, it's about. Yeah. I'll call that what it is. It was an epic fail. I can do it again. I can do it again. Also, welcome back, Lilypad. Oof. That's what I thought it was at first. I was like, "Oh, it's doing it. It's doing a cutscene. Like I've done something good," and then it just that it didn't go. No, didn't even realize. So okay. Oh shit. I guess that means I passed the exam. Color, math, science, geography, art, history, algebra. I did not get 100%. My math was not perfect, but I came very, very close. That's a good report card. I send that to my mother. She'll be proud of me. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives me 8 trophies, which means I can get blue tents. And did you see this? 110 out of 110, and it hasn't triggered the trophy? I don't know what's up with that. Something's bugged. It's not ideal. Oh, who dat? Who dat? Oh, there she is. This one. Just grab them all. Crud. Well, the important part is I have the Banner of the King, and I have access to the Scepter, although I haven't picked it up yet. I haven't. I tried looking it up, and I found Reddit threads from a year ago, saying that it was a thing. And funny enough, it affected some people who had the foundation on the exterior as well. And what fixed it for them was they used the spray, and they used the spray, removed the foundation. It removed it from their house, and it did to mine. And then when they drafted it again, it triggered the trophy. So we'll see. I haven't heard anybody have that happen to them recently, but we'll see. Boxes next to this box contain no gems. Boxes next to this box contain gems. That has to be true. Boxes next to this box contain gems. Oh my god. One of them, at least one of them, has to be lying. Box says next to this box. That has to be a lie. Where's Tay? Tay has taken a step back from being involved with my content and anything I produce because I used AI for placeholder art while I'm trying to work with finding an artist, and they did not weren't okay with that, and I can respect they feel very strongly about that. Yeah, some people have very strong opinions about it, and I understand that. I'm not going to argue it. Like I've always been Actually, I'm gonna take a second and just say this. Like, I've always been very, very clear that I will not use generative AI for certain aspects of my anything I put out. Like, when YouTube gave me access to the generative AI tools for like making AI shorts and things like that, and like generating my own face and what have you. And I put out a video. Not only did I refuse to use it, I put out a video talking about it, and I said like I will never give my face to the machine and the keys to the kingdom, and just click a button and whatever I put out there, it's me, right? I will not do that. And I've always been very, very particular about the fact that I will not use AI to generate what I create and like what I talk about, things like that in the world. It's quite new. It's because I'm like whatever, like a top 10% or in the top 10% of YouTube channels by subscriber count. So I'm one of the people who got beta access to these tools. And so it's like, the idea is, and I don't think it's quite ready yet, but the idea is like, click a button and it can produce shorts that look like you and sound like you. And it goes through your content and it looks for, and it recreates you in a digital form flawlessly. And you don't have to do anything anymore. And I'm not okay with that. I've talked about it. And funny enough, I've talked about it on TikTok, I've talked about it on Instagram, I've talked about it in different platforms. And on YouTube, specifically, normally my videos and my shorts get quite a few views. And anything I've talked about that, like in that vein, got 2 views. Like instead of thousands, got literally 2. And I have enough subscribers alone that they should have seen it. You know what I mean? So like I feel very strongly about it. That's where I come from. But at the same time, I didn't see the issue with using it to generate placeholder art to be like that I could then take to an artist and say, this is what I'm looking for. And I'm not quite like where I draw a line, that's on the acceptable side. You know what I mean? But for some people, that is over the line. And that's enough to make them go, I'm not okay with you as a creator. And if that's their opinion, that's their opinion. They're entitled to their opinion, and I'm not going to fight with that, um, or say they're wrong. You know, they're entitled to their opinion. Speaking of being wrong, um, I'm going to try to force the security room or the secured room. No, I can't because it's all security doors. No, I can do this, but I need a 3-door room where one door points north. Why is it insisting upon giving me doors pointing south? I don't understand. Why is it doing that? You know what? I'll take this one. Nothing on the table. Nothing on there. Okay. I don't know how you'd figure that logic puzzle out. All the boxes said the same thing. I got this. Appreciate that. Yeah, I know it's. Well, you can see you can see where I'm at, and I've figured out at this point that it ain't easy. And yeah, the future is scary. It's a weird world out there. We'll turn the key card system. And we'll appreciate the likes. Really appreciate the likes. Thank you. Thank you. Security menu. You know, I'll tell you guys over on TikTok, they actually give you these milestones to hit. And I think today's is I'm supposed to hit 1,500 likes as like a minimum. Otherwise, I don't hit like my threshold. So they want you to game the system and beg, and I'm not going to beg, but I do appreciate the likes. Like, I'll guarantee that they're going to be like, oh, we would, next time we want you to get even more, and then even more, you know? Oh, you guys are going crazy. I love it. It's awesome. I want the utility closet. There it is. Because now I can turn off the security doors. Actually, with that off, I can turn the rate of security doors way up because I don't need a key card. This is a little trick. If you can do that, if you can get the power off to the security doors, and you have this, you can go to the system settings and you can turn the security level to high. You'll spawn more security doors, and you don't need keys for those, so long as they're set to go unlocked when the power's off. I need a 4-door room. Not that one. That was a monkey paw situation. I could live with the rotunda. It's just not great. Yeah, it's a cool little trick. Just watch Mercy, where in that future AI is the court system. Oh, that movie! 90 minutes to use their cloud data to prove your innocence or you'll be executed. That's wild. I've seen that movie. I've not seen the movie. I've seen like the trailer for that movie, and it reminds me a little bit of Minority Report, if you've seen that one. Oh shoot, I just scrolled past a 4-door room. That's the one I want, but I want it here, right above the entrance hall. This works. 4-door room. Now, I'm going to run over here. And I need closed exhibit off here. I'm just going to hammer this until I get closed exhibit, because I'm not playing your RNG games today, Blueprints. Got 1K. I see that. You are a champion. You, on your own, got me 2/3 of the way to the goal for the day. Okay. I got that unk energy, eh? You should see me on my good camera. You can actually see the gray hair. Bloops. Yeah, that's actually a pretty fun name, I gotta say. I'll take the bedroom because I can hook around with it. Give me that coin purse. Man, why is it insisting upon giving me the weirdest room orientations in existence? Okay. So I gotta run, not far, just a loop. And this time, it's not gonna go black on me when I get there. We're running. We got it. Just in time. I wasn't expecting it to do that. I don't even remember what I said. I'm sure it was words, though. My metal detector is going a little uncle-licious here. Oh, I'm in the wrong orientation. Let me look. 1.5K. Holy moly. It didn't even tell me what it does. If there is not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw while drafting, you may redraw floor plans. Now I want to bring this one into the throne room because that's the picture. Normally it pops up and it says like, this is the... It pops up and tells you this, right? It didn't even do that. So I don't know why. It didn't do that. Maybe just because there was no time. You have exactly 10 seconds, and that's all you get, you know? Bring that back up. 1.5K. That's a lot of likes. Okay, if there's not a red room among the first 3 floor plans you draw, you may redraw. Oh! It's like infinite redraws. So long as you don't draw a red room. That's actually super beneficial. Okay, now I want the throne room. I'll take the treasure trove if I can get it off here. Oh, what are the odds? What are the odds? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Green ones are, you can never quite know if they're telling the truth or not. Because they're context dependent. Boxes. Marked. With moon. Are false. Green. In a black box. With a moon on the lid. Oh, that is... Oh. That is so messy. So it's saying, straight up, it is saying, this note is false. That's a paradox. That's a paradoxical note right there. Don't appreciate that. Okay, I need the throne room. En route to... How rare is the throne room? I didn't know this. It gives you a bar underneath. This might be a new update. It gives you a bar if a room can be connected to electricity. Solarium gives me higher odds of hitting that coveted rare room. Take dining. just for the extra turn. Do not want the furnace. Did I draft a room outside? Did I even go outside? I'm not sure. No, I haven't been outside. Oh, I have a theory. That's right. That I want to test. I found in the... Good Lord, what's it called? In the garden, in the greenhouse, there was a false wall. And behind the false wall, there was a notes from the guy who got fired, Denny Ravain, and it told me some interesting things. One of them was that like there was like the cutout letters and stuff from like the ransom note or the blackmail note. So he's obviously the blackmailer. But it also two things that were interesting. One, I thought he was the moonshiner, but it talks about how he found the moonshine equipment and was already there, and it's like from an older era. And I figured that's got to be an important information, so I wrote it down. That it's like it predates Denny Ravain. It's old. It's been there for a long time, right? I just wrote it in a note of like things to keep in mind. And in addition, there was a picture in it he'd drawn of the levers, and the picture of the antechamber is the same picture from the last page of her ladyship's diary, showing a room outside. So now I know I can draft inside rooms outside the house. So I think I need to draft the antechamber outside, and it'll do something. I don't know what, but it'll do something. So I need to gain access to the antechamber. And once I have access to the antechamber, then I can go and draft the shrine. I keep forgetting that I can probably select the color black. I should go pick up the scepter. In here, actually. I'll grab it. But I'm going to run back to the front door and grab the scepter so I can increase the likelihood I draw some blacks. Actually, no. I want to keep the scepter plain because if this all works out, I want to have it blue. In here. Oh, I thought I picked that up. So you got the cutout letters from the blackmail letter. You got the red envelopes, right? Very obviously. Oh, and a door too. Look at that. So he's the one who bred the flower that makes gems, which is incredible. This image right here is the one I'm referring to. This is the still, and I know he was the moonshiner, but you see the deal fell through, but it predates him. And that's new information that I feel is important. This is probably important. Finally. Holy crap. Okay, I'm in the room. I have the red crown. Nothing is happening. So it has nothing to do with the red crown. I was really hopeful, actually, that that would do something, but that's okay because we just move on to the next idea, right? We made it to the throne room. This opens the south door. Do I have the secret garden key? No, it was the last run. There's usually money on the floor over there. If it's beeping at all, it's usually on the floor. I got a lot of money. I don't really need it. Well, I mean, yeah, it's just a theory, you know? A game theory. Want that billiard room. Open another vault as well. There was an upgrade disc in it, which was cool. I gotta be running out of those things at this point. Nope, nothing in here for me. Oh. I've got all these letters, I've read them all. I'm not getting any more. It was mostly just like information it was like puzzles I solved a while back. So it's nothing really too interesting. Don't want to go through there. I gotta get the experiment that lets me upgrade my, what do you call that? My lockpicking skill. Okay, that's only a single use thing. That could be useful. If I can get the crown, I can drop it in the coat check this way, then I don't need to go all the way back to 46 later. To get the crown on another run if I don't get everything together on this run. Because, like, I still don't have any of these doors open, I don't think. Oh, no, I think I have the south... No, I don't have any of these doors open yet. But I can get 2 of them open now. Just need that secret garden. When that... It startles me when that happens. I wonder if I can refill. Do I play co-op games? I do. I've been really hammering on this one just because I'm kind of obsessed. But I do play them, yeah. Any favorites? I played, I think it's called It Takes Two. With she's been in here before, Valkyrie, and it was a fantastic time. It was really, really good. I liked the it wasn't just a straight up platformer. It was like constantly changing, constantly like every section you have different tools. You can change up which one you're playing as. I really, really enjoyed that one. We started playing. It was a Prison Break game that I forget the name of. But her computer couldn't handle it, so we wound up not doing that one or not finishing. Oh, I should have done Secret Garden. No, I did Secret Garden up here. Special key. Ooh, the Rave Key. That's the one that immediately comes to mind. And then I also play someone else who I stream with. Or I've streamed with a couple of times. They go by Senpai Kitten. Split Fiction, yes. That one, that's fairly new, I think. Oh, I can get that one. I can get that door open too. So I could open all the doors, actually. Funny enough. If I wanted to go back to the greenhouse. It looks amazing. It's from the same people that made It Takes Two and the Prison Break one that I forget the name of. I wish they didn't give you a cutscene every time you moved the dial a little bit. Did I? Okay, no. Thank goodness. I was gonna have to go all the way around there for a second. Yeah, I forget the name of it. It's like more of like a realistic setting. Each of you take on a role of a different inmate. Probably gonna give me the conservatory here. There it is. This is fine. It's just a way for me to pass through. Okay, so I have both crowns. That gives me both crowns, the paper crown and the crown of the blueprints. Of the blueprints. Clever, clever, clever. I have the banner of the king. What else did I think I needed? The scepter. And possibly, just because it's such a big deal in the book and hasn't really come up since, the effigy. Possibly. I have... it's probably out there because it's black, everything else is blue, but it feels like it's important. And I would hate to try... I'd hate to go in there and try it and find out that, like, oh, actually, you're missing something. Well, I'm glad I got these open. Reading nook. Because I need to draft the shrine anyway. To get the monk. Blue tents. Oh my god, that's expensive. Vestibule would be nice. Or Grand Hall. Passageway works. Now you give me vestibule. Didn't I already have a lab? I'll take it. Obviously I didn't. Straight ahead. And that's still sealed, I think. Yeah. But I can run in there, grab the allowance. Yoink. On the 8th rank. Each room you draft on the 8th rank will contain a hidden blue memo. I assume that means not today because I've already drafted the rooms. That'll start tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. So I need to get to... I have crown. I have other crown. I have Banner of the King. I'll pick up the scepter. I'll hit the shrine on the way out. Yeah. So how do I get out of here? I've made a maze. Up, over. I have created one hell of a maze, actually. Kitchen, rotunda, music room, courtyard. Observatory, casino, the pool. Casino. The pool. Den, hallway, bedroom. It's funny how at this point I just recognize rooms. Bedroom, cloister. Oyster than an oyster, as they say, all the way down to security. Entrance hall and out to get the shrine. Grabbing this. We're going to keep it blue. We're going to get the shrine. We're going to monk it. I need to check my notes. How many coins was monk? $13. $13. That should give me monk. Okay. Oh, and I even broke the lock off, just like the kid in the story. Delicious. I've already drafted everything, so. Whoop. Throne room was here. So to track that backwards, that's a wiggly route. There she is. Oh! This time it was a cutscene. And it was the blue crown. It's okay, I don't know which combination of things did it. It might have been crown set. Yep, crown set. And there's the thing.
Steady is the scepter.
This is the first time we've seen other people.
Deadly is the stone.
Write this down.
Heavy is the crown.
That's your mom. Steady as the scepter, deadly as the stone.
Ready is the throne.
Ready is the throne. Oh! You got hit with ads? Oh man, I'm sorry. What timing? The room turned blue. It told us a poem. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, ready is the throne. The room is now blue. It upgraded it. The former seated power of House Ares, enthroned anew in the 6th era of Nevmora, exalted beneath the blue banners of House Hawley, where the sigil of Orinda Ares was once affixed, the crest of her ladyship, the grand architect, Baroness Aruvai, now presides over the court. Because, where's my scepter? This one. That's the symbol, that's the blue symbol that I've seen on things. I've been seeing it on things this whole, like, once in a while. But it was never associated with any city. It's never been associated with anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 colors were associated. Blue was never used, and this symbol I've never seen. I just recognize it now. It's the symbol of Mount Hawley, upside down. The grand architect Baroness Aruvai now presides over the court. And now, the next time you draft 8 blueprints in a row, permanently unlock all blue sealed doors. I know where there's one. In the tunnel with the boxes, in the tunnel with the crates. It's been an absolute ridiculous bullshit to get these doors open, but it was a regular locked door, and then a basement door, and then there was a security door, and then there was a power hammer door. And then behind that one was a burning glass door where you had to light the candles, and then behind that one was a microchip door, and then behind that one was a door sealed with this symbol, with this exact symbol. And I was like, okay, we've hit a wall. So what that means now is, I think, I don't know if I have to draft the throne room first to activate this. I assume I do. That if I could draft the throne room early in the day and then draft 8 blueprints in a row, I'll unlock the blue door in the tunnel. And maybe behind that, maybe that'll be the last frickin' door in the chain. Wild. Okay, but now I need to go to the antechamber. Because we almost rolled credits there. There was a big cutscene, and it was like it said blueprints, and then like the throne of the blueprints. So it was like that's like the second. We've hit maybe Act 3 at this point. So now we need to go to the antechamber, use the power of the monk, and see what happens, because that's the next thing I need to do, I think. So how do I get there? To chapel. Where am I? Chapel. No. On the table. The Mount Holly variation, my grandmother's own design. When you press a blue tile, it copies the ability of the middle tile. Oh, clever. What are the odds that ads would hit you, like, right then, though? That's honest. I can't figure that out. I'm so excited. I have no ability to focus on that right now. Okay. I don't even care if it's taking money from me right now. Chapel, courtyard. Straight up, straight over. Okay, I'm in the antechamber. We have Monk active. We're going to call it a day. We're going to see what happens. Normally, we cannot draft the Garden Castle of Prayers. Throne of the Blue Prince. Thank you for the likes, William. Appreciate it. Every like counts, man. I'm gonna leave that for right now. We're gonna beeline directly for it. I'm confused. I'm cursed. The curse overrode. Oh, the curse overrode my blessing. Crap. Shoot. Well, we'll take this one. I will show you the tunnel, though, because it is ridiculous. As curses do, yeah, I have another day of curse to go. So, it might be... oh, actually, I do have one thing. I think I know what I need to do with. I think it's all math. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you this tunnel because it's insane. So, we got the experiment to clear out all these boxes, right? Now it's just a long, dark, empty tunnel. Locked door at the end. Basement key. Security card. Power hammer. Red box. Burning glass. Microchips. And then behind this one is the banner of the Blue King. Blueprints. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be 8, potentially 8 locked doors. And there seems to be the big deal about 8 being like a sacred number. So, and I have a theory. I was looking back in my pictures, which I have been doing lately, at my notes. No kidding. We are working hard here. We're almost 80 hours into this thing. And there's that letter in the vault from, I think it's Herbert's mother, with a cipher he never solved. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is with a cipher he never solved. We're taking blue. We're taking blue. And then we're going to take Banner of the King in blue. Because we're going to try to get the throne room right away. Which is now a blueprint. I think it's a... Hold on. Actually. I'll double check that. Now that I've potentially already screwed it up. It's now a blueprint, yes. Okay. Oh. I also want to look at my campsite. Because I got that blue tents thing. Oh, my back. It's unfortunate. It wiped my blessing. Oh, that cost me money. Is it? Oh, cool. I have 2 tents now. Hey, Swimbird. The most recent patch fixed. It didn't obey the new color. Oh, that is good to know, and it could have been a whole lot worse for me. Sorry about that. Welcome in, Avarice. Speaking of things that are busted, though, behold, 110 out of 110, no trophy. Appears to be bugged. Yeah, not exactly super pleased about that. Oh, we're pulling. I'll take that one. I want that throne room. Because I want to get that blue door in the tunnel open. And I'm confident. Well, I mean, I know that's how it works. It has to be how it works. Yeah. So we're starting here. 0 subtract 5 is negative 5, rather. Times 2 is 10. I can't be right. I can't be right. What am I doing wrong? Negative 5 times 2 is 10. That's 28. But 28 isn't on the ring, so obviously I'm doing something wrong. No, it's negative 10. Negative 10 plus 14 is 4. So 5 squared is 25. Subtract 5 is 20. Times 5 is 100. Divided by 5 is 20. So this is tied to this, I think, because it's blue. So it's negative 1. I think it'd just be negative 10. No. Negative 1. Then negative 10. I know basic math. Negative 10 plus 11 first. Plus 11 first is 1. Squared is 1. Darts is about hitting the center. Darts in this game is about math and algebra. Sure. Come on, pick it up. There we go. White box with fire on it. The true treasure of the trove is not in this room. Hold on, though. There's something about white boxes. But it's a red note. So the treasure of the trove is in this room. Red, white box with a fire on it? Yes. Give me my god dang throne room. Ooh. Ah. This would be a good one if I was monking today, but I'm not. Ah. Well, if it's obeying its color, it should pop. Shouldn't be any cooldown on it that I'm aware of. There you are. Okay, so now we're trying to draft 8 blueprints in a row. And if we're doubled up on blue perks, that shouldn't be hard so long as we have 8 more to draft. One. Oh, see there up in the corner? It's keeping track for us now. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I pet you. I'll pet you. Or I don't know if that'll count or not. It should because it's also blue. Yep. Six. Really? You think so? How people treat animals in video games. That's, you know what? That's not a crazy thing to say, actually. Because, like, if I consider, it would be like there is, like in Baldur's Gate 3, I know there's different achievements for things like that would require you to be mean to Scratch, the dog, the pet that you can get in the game, as well as a couple of other pets as well. And I just can't do it. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. Well, if the Legend of Zelda taught me anything about chickens, it's that you don't mess with the chickens. Got it. Seal unlocked. So we're gonna just quickly. Drop a dead end room. Oh, I probably should have grabbed the music room, then I would have got the key. It's okay. Hopefully it stayed unlocked and I didn't just break the chain for no reason and it resealed. I'll be very upset, actually, if I go all the way out there and it turns out that it resealed itself. Nope. How do I get out? We need to grab the microchips on the way by. And if it is borked, then that means I need to go do another 8 rooms in a row. All right, Lily pad. We'll see you again next time, all right? Every door. That kind of implies there's multiple blue sealed doors, but if there are, they should be open now. Oh, thank God. Did I do a parlor? No. So I can actually, if I screw this up, I have a second winding key I can get. You have reached the end of your journey. No, I know that's not true. I know that's a lie because I have more things I haven't figured out yet. There are 2 true boxes in this room. There is no end to this journey. That tells me this one's the true box. I'm getting a cutscene, so I might have, presumably. They may both be true, because you can technically end the journey at any time. Oh. That can't be true, though. can't be. What are we looking at? He is hyper-focused on the lid. The spiral. In the lady's bedroom, there was a spiral like that. It looked like a spiral of stars. I can draft another parlor and open this one. We're going to go for it. We'll take that winding key out there, open the other box. Oh, I have a plan, actually. It's a goofy plan, but I have a plan. Shit. Okay. I need to get away from this dead end here. Hallway works. I have no idea why they want to turn south like that. It's not helpful in any way. Okay, show me parlor. Here we go. So I'm not even going to open that, but I have a plan. Because if I can get the Hall of Mirrors to spawn, then I can do a second parlor right here. It's a dead end. But that's okay. Because I can head to the chapel. And draft another parlor. And that gives me 3 winding keys. At least I think I can. Billiard room, that's fine. Someone left their keys behind. $18. Two. Squared is 4. Take away 2 is 2. Plus 2 is 4. Squared again. 16. Three. to... Oof. Nope. Work my way through this one again. A pink in the middle. Yeah. Show me parlor. Show me parlor. There it is. And it's pointing the right direction, even better. Winding key. Okay. I'm taking this directly out there, opening all 3 boxes. Speedrun strats. We got a trek. Oh. And how's it this late already? Weird. I heard a door open. A book. This one's empty and has nothing going on with it. Okay. That would have been disappointing to open that one. The Blue Prince by Mary Matthew Jones. To my son Simon, in whose eyes I see the world anew. There was a blue prince who sat on a blue throne. He had a blue crown made of sapphires and a castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things blue. It's the only true color, in my humble view. He couldn't stand the tint of a hallway or a shop. He couldn't stand the shade of the trees the green rooms brought. He seldom talked to others, but they rarely shared this view. He never went to town, nor saw the flags they flew. And do you know which game the prince instead would play? The one that made him happy whenever skies were gray? A game he had played in the house and on the grounds, and maybe you can guess from the clues that we have found. It was a game full of rooms and the stories that we climb, about a house full of lies and the truth that one prince finds. Oh, that's clever. That is clever. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this game is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. A game about you and the plans that you made. About a blue prince and his blueprints. The blue game we just played. The end. Quite near us, is it? Interesting, I can't interact with this one anymore. That is a handwritten book. That is a collector's edition. This was a struggle to get in here. I feel like this is a hint towards whatever this spiral is supposed to signify. Oh, I'm taking those microchips. I don't need them despawning on me. I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Bonjour, madame. Good to see you. You're showing up quite late. You must have been very busy. Oh, stick these back where they belong. Oh, that's nice. How they doing? We just opened the mysterious room. Survival mode, yeah. And you're coming up on summer, I guess. I'm still cursed for one more day. I'm tempted to end the day here because I'm not sure what I want to do next. There is one thing, actually. Yeah, how would a teacher who's a parent do it? That is difficult. Yeah, I'm going to end the day so I can get rid of the curse. And I have a theory, but I feel like I don't want to like jump to it. And when everyone's not here, oh hey Don, howdy howdy. When everyone's not here, and have them miss it if I'm right. Nieces were hilarious. Remember all the funny things from years ago? Oh, that's nice. It is nice to hang out with family when you get along with your family. On that subject, actually, my uncle continues to live and appears to be improving. Slowly, but improving. Chosen family. Oh, okay. I know how that is. You're waving all the way from Ontario. Holy moly. It's a shame you guys have the poor cam. I'm running a dual camera setup right now, and Twitch is getting the good camera. TikTok is getting the not so good camera. No biological nieces and nephews. I have one. I have one myself. One nephew. That's biological. And one that is not biological. I'll tell you my leap of logic thought. Well, my brother said one and done, technically. I didn't get a say in what he did. How are things in Ontario, Don? Hold on. Good boy. Keep him busy out there, I imagine. Well, I mean, if my brother had another, I imagine it would just be the way that it is. I'd have another niece or nephew, and I wouldn't be upset about it. I would not be offended. Spring bear hunting season. Nice. I've never had bear, actually. There was a room I specifically wanted, but I cannot remember. I wonder if I could draft a house of just blue rooms, if that would have an effect. I'm missing out. I've always heard bear is like a very greasy, kind of oily meat. But this is what I've heard. That's like the rumor. Oh, there should be a shortcut for this. Oi, oi, oi. It's like a minor little annoyance, but it does kind of... It is an annoyance for no reason. Did you get a bear yet? Depends what they eat. Oh, I guess so. Pigs are kind of similar in that regard. You would not be offended by a bear. I've been called something similar. Oh, that's interesting. The secret garden is so big, it's actually off the estate. This is the wall. I wonder what this does to the west side of the house, actually, if you build it. If you get a garage out here, what it does. Women choose the bear all the time. Rar, rar. I forget what kind of room Key 8 is. Oh, you made it a dead-end room. Oh, well, I already solved that. I don't need to solve it again. Hey, Red. Look at you go. I show you something, Red. Came in there with all the things. I had a scepter, I had the crown, I had the blue crown, the red crown, the scepter. I had the effigy with me. I had the banner of the king. I had every royal thing I could think of all stacked together, and it worked. And I've been in the room that it opens. I'm not sure what I'm necessarily supposed to... There was a book in it, like a handwritten book. Grab this while I'm here. One thing that's interesting is that the gardener, in his journal, he says that this room does not exist from the outside of the house. Which is kind of strange. It's like it exists in negative space. In his notes, in his book, he talks about that. And the gardener's notebook actually put me on a lead that I want to try, which is using the blessing of the monk on the antechamber, but I can't use it right now because I am cursed. Oh, it's already down. Yeah, who was it? I think Gorgon, Joe, and Lily were both wondering where everybody must be this evening. I was like, oh, it's a weekend. That's fine. That's fine. I got a passing grade on the final exam. Not 100%, but a passing grade, enough to get the trophy for it. Screw it. I need to clear that, yeah, I don't care. I need to clear, my main thing right now is I just need to clear the curse off of me. I was looking to see if there's anything I might come across. I looked at that letter in the vault, and I had a thought about it. The letter that was like, I think it was like Herbert or Simon. Herbert talking about how his brother had spent his entire life trying to solve this cipher. He had taken over, still couldn't solve the cipher, and it was from his mother, and it was like, it's a 5x5 grid of words. And it got me thinking, because we found in the filing cabinet, we found the book, a page from a book talking about reducing numbers and reducing words. And it was explicitly, well, reducing numbers was the main thing. Words, reducing words down to, reducing numbers. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Reducing numbers down to a numeric core. Okay, oh, yeah, I'm clear of the thing. Oh, yeah, be careful. TikTok doesn't like that. Yeah, almost like I was a construction worker in my current life. Imagine. Not a pro streamer yet, you know. Give me the shrine. $13. Okay. Now I'm set up. That's why CBC won't get me to make a video. I can pass for a polite and gentleman. In any case, sorry. This is the list of words. And that letter with the numeric cores was explicitly for their mother. And we've already kind of done this. And I did notice that there is in the classroom, all the letters and the numbers are both like, the numbers repeat. It's based off of itself. So I'm going to try, not right now, but I'm going to try, because I just be doing a bunch of math on a page, but I'm going to try converting these words into numbers, like letter by letter, and then reducing the numbers to their numeric core. And that might be a combination. I'm not sure what it would be a combination for, but I think it's a start of figuring. Okay. So I have the monk blessing. Now I need to get to the antechamber. That's my entire goal for this run. And get the door open. Oh, and you might have noticed that my foundation is gone. When I've removed it from the outside, it removed it from the inside too. So that's fantastic. Love that happened. So that'll be gone for a week of in-game time, and then it'll re-enter the draft pool at some point, and we'll put that somewhere. Yeah, we'll put that somewhere. You knew it before I did. Well, yeah, I knew like the outside one. Obviously was going to go. I didn't expect the inside one to go with it. But I guess it makes sense because like they're would be coded the same, right? Or at least I assume that's how it works. Okay, so 0 plus 11 is 11, and then subtract 8 is 3 squared is 9. Yeah. So 0 plus 1 is 1, squared is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, squared is 25. Subtract 15 is 5. Damn it. I whispered someone to reach for the reaction, but that didn't happen. No, it happened today. Yeah. I came in the house and the first thing on the table was the repellent spray, and I was like, I know what to do with this. 11, subtract 8, 9. 9. 1 is 4 is 5 is 25. 15 is 5. Oh, I'm starting to stumble here. Is 9. Zero plus 1 is 1, squared is 1. Plus 4 is 5, squared is 25. 25, subtract 15. 20 subtract 10. It's 10. That's a lot of things. Holy shit. Holy, I can't keep doing that. I have to be a good boy. 16. Purple is division, I think. Your niece's choir is going to be in the Lord of the Rings live. That's crazy. That's actually amazing. Like, that... I didn't even know that was a thing, honestly, but that's amazing. Lord of the Rings is, like, the best. An 11-piece choir. Okay, that's legit, then. So 16... 16 divided by 4 is 4. Squared is 16 again. Divided by 4 is 4. Then squared is 16. Then divided by 4, squared is 16. Sorry. Okay, that's going to give me... live with the movie. That's super cool. $100 alongside the movie. That's crazy. Yes, I'll do all the math off stream because that's going to be super boring if everyone's just looking at the top of my head while I'm doing math. And then I will bring my findings back the next time we go live. A few nights ago, I saw Florealis in the sky, which is incredibly auspicious since tomorrow marks the beginning of Morajai's winter harvest and the celebration of the third paragon, Rinna. The farmers of Morajai always refer to the angels by their natural order, a preference Herbert adopted in his final years after his trip there. We had an informal staff meeting today in Reddington, and we all agreed that providing you with more assistance will expedite our return to work. We feel we've had more than enough vacation. Of course, if you prefer to work independently, please feel free to disregard our more helpful messages on these boards. I feel like they're trying to rush me. What do I want to get into? I want to get into the antechamber. I need... I will get there. I have all the tools I need to get there already in my possession. It's funny how when you start the game, it's like this lofty goal to get to 46, and then by this point of the game, it's just like, so today I have all the tools in my possession already to get there before we've even really begun. I want to boost my luck if possible. Give me a green room. Give me a green room. Ironically, not very lucky. This counts. I'm tempted to take weight room, but I'm not going to yet, because that gives me the last, what's the word I want here? I'll just take it. It keeps throwing it at me. I'll just take it. Oh yeah, I managed to get my hands on 3 wind-up keys there, so I was able to get every box at the end of the long tunnel open. This is not an empty box. The gems are in the black box. The empty boxes are both true. Oof. Oof. You know, one of the upgrades you could get was to get 2 wind-up keys, and I should have taken it. This is not an empty box. The empty boxes are both true. If that's telling the truth, then this is telling the truth. Which would mean this box and this box are both empty. Which would mean this one's also telling the truth, which isn't possible. I just wanted to get peanut butter chocolate, stop the 7-Eleven to get peanut butter cups, and I know Henry ate it all. Don't judge me. I would not judge you for that. That is... Now I want that myself. Wonder Bar is actually a really good peanut butter bar. So this one can't be true, because if it was true, then that means this is true. That means this is true. That's not possible in this game. Wonderbar is your favorite. I don't know if I have a favorite necessarily. My favorite kind of, it goes around a lot. Like I like Wonderbar is good, but then sometimes like have you tried Old Turk? That's pretty good. But then like only sometimes. I think it's called Old Turk. Big Turk? Big Turk. That's the one. That's Sal's favorite. And then sometimes I'm like, you know what? I just want to hammer down on like the fancy Reese's cups where it's got like chocolate in it or like chocolate lava or strawberry jam. The strawberry jam one's pretty good actually. If this is true, oh no, I just need to keep moving. Yeah, I call it Old Turk and I cannot stop myself. I can never get it straight in my head what it's actually called for some reason. Taking it. Okay, another treasure box. All suns are true. Blue, black, and I think it's in a sun box. Yes. Oh, it's giving me a lot of notes, this room. Giving me a lot of notes. Yeah, it's one door open. I can get the other two doors open with the secret garden, and the throne room or the downstairs route for the other one. I'm kind of tempted to just run downstairs and do it now, just in case I don't get the throne room. Yeah, so the reason that I am thinking the antechamber needs to go to the outside is because of a drawing I saw in the gardener's logbook that used the same symbol to denote the antechamber as in the last page of the diary that showed a room being drafted outside the house. I don't know if I said that. So it seems apparent. Oh, the Easter eggs. I think my favorite as far as the Easter egg stuff goes is got to be the Cadbury cream eggs. Although they have 100% changed the formulation since I was a kid. 100% they've changed the formulation. Those things used to be like ooey gooey creamy eggs, right? They used to be like a liquid, and now they're like a sponge inside. It's not the same. I remember they were runny. I explicitly remember they were runny. Oh. Like, they're still good. They're still one of my, like, guilty pleasures as far as that goes, but I haven't tried... sorry. I haven't tried the Reese's Easter eggs, or Reese's eggs. Which is funny, because even after I put out that video about how they're, like, a doctor-approved have eggs for breakfast protein thing, which was a joke, by the way, people. And I never even bought the bag to try them. Oh! I actually got a message from the owner of, I think it's there's 3 different Jimmy Johns in the city that he owns. Yesterday, he asked if I was available to meet up on Monday to do video. Which was pretty cool. That's not super often that happens, so like it's pretty cool every time it happens. Now, where was I? That door is now open on this side. I need to get the secret garden running soon. I'll take it. Give me a corridor. Ooh, no, I don't want that. This is not the best thing in the world, but it works. Just the one is always unlocked. Right, okay. I think this is the one that always has the, yeah, lever behind it. I actually forget where the... Oh, that's interesting. It double spawned. I forget where the other, like, regular lever is. Actually, I think the secret garden was the regular lever and the secret lever, now that I think of it. Yeah, I have all doors open. Actually, I don't even need to go to 46. I just need to get to the antechamber. I could tunnel my way there. Because that's all I want to accomplish on this run, as it stands. That's like the only thing that I have right now that I'm chasing. Hold on, let me look at my leads. Bring Crown to the throne room. We did that. Doors in the underpass. We did that. 8 realms in 8 months. We did that. The cabinet breaker. We still haven't figured out what that's about. Closed exhibit. We got the red crown. It's useful, but it didn't do anything for how much effort it took to get. We used that. We've opened that. Okay, so we don't know what the phrase "within a timely manner" means. We still have to put the angels in the tomb in the right order. In the will. Maybe that's what it's referring to. Within a timely manner has to do with the angels? Because that's the only hint in there. I'm uncertain. Yeah, so putting the angels in the right order is... I'm not sure what the purpose of the envelopes is yet either. Like, the fact they're numbered has to be relevant. The coats of arms, all that stuff, that has to be relevant. Okay. So I have the blessing active. I'm in the antechamber. Honestly, right now, I don't have anything else I'm pursuing that I can pursue from where I'm at. I've actually worked out which angel is which. So next round, we can actually draft the tomb and try that order. No, we have to draft the antechamber outside. So 2 rounds at least. We're going to call it a day here. We're going to call it a day here because there's no point to me wasting time drafting a full house for no reason. Oh. At least that's my take on this. Hold on, what day was that? What day was that? 6, 7. All right. Okay. Antechamber. Okay, so I need to lever the doors open. So close yet so far away. Okay, I need to lever the doors open. So I'm going to head downstairs and lever the north door open. Check that out. And then if there's nothing there, we're going to try to get our hands on the secret garden and get those doors open. See if that does anything. This is just the easiest one that I can run to. Yeah, this way. Oop. No, that was right. We are hauling. This place is big. I'm actually really impressed with how big this game is, that there's no loading zones or anything either. It's just all rendered all the time. In some sense, actually, Outer Wilds is kind of like that, where the entire solar system is fully rendered all the time, running in the background, even when you're not in a place. It's always running. because it needs to be always running. It's like it's because the whole universe kind of runs on a timer of sorts. It's actually remarkable. The scale of it. That was one of the things I really I love Outer Wilds for like in general. I love Outer Wilds. It's an amazing game, and it's amazing what they were able to build. Like it's beyond any kind of explanation. Absolutely incredible. Hmm. There's something here. Okay, so we are blocked off on the sides. Is this the only? I wonder what would happen if I drafted like any room with 4 doors, or is it just the antechamber? So there's always a shrine here. Wait a minute. Steady. This is the same poem from the credits we got before. Steady is the scepter, deadly is the stone, heavy is the crown, ready is the throne. And that's the effigy box. Why is it just telling me this twice? Why is it so relevant it's telling me it twice? Is this just in case I didn't catch it the first time? Or is this the hint? Was I supposed to find this first before just working out from context clues what I needed? Maybe, but it doesn't mention the banner. The scepter, the stone, the crown, the throne. It doesn't mention the banner of the king. And I had that. Like I made a point of redrafting a house so that I would have that. Hmm. Why is it telling me that twice? Well, you know what? I want to clear that blessing. I'm kind of out of things to chase right now. 5 more parlor games. I want to clear that room. I'm curious about drafting the entrance hall outside because we can't normally draft the entrance hall. Ouch. I'm still getting stabbed by hair. Yeah, we can draft it. Oh, that's interesting. So any other room is dimensionally smaller, and you get a cave in. But the antechamber is dimensionally big enough that it clears the cave in on the north end. Oh, so Ovin Naveri is Jarin. I'll have to translate that later. Interesting. The paintings are the same. Oh, that's clever. Same. These ones I have to do in a new save file. These two I will get eventually once I do enough puzzles. This one I should have already. Annoying. Okay, we're going to clear that because I want the tomb. Move forward. That's the only thing. No, there's two things I have left to chase in my list of things I'm chasing. And then I'm kind of running out of ideas of things to chase. Okay. Tomb. Nope, I gotta get my allowance. I don't know what I'm going to encounter down there. Okay. Don't look. Okay. So the order in the will is Orinda, and that's the queen, scepter and crown. This one. Then Lydia, who has the riding crop and the helmet. I think that's right. Then Rinna, which has a bowler hat and a hoe. Then Joya, who is the chef, who is on the box of Enjoy Your Dinner. Clever. And then Danja has the pitchfork. This one. Then Vea has the top hat and duster. Then Mila has broom and bonnet. Then Draxus of the Death Angel. Where are you? Where are you, Draxus? I'm missing it somehow? Down in the tube. Down in there. That's right. Down in the secret entrance. That's where Draxus is. Draxus, the Death Angel. That kind of broke my immersion, actually. I was wondering where this window is. Okay, we have 2 books. Is it going to let me read both? The original manuscripts from the will. The Red Prince. Not once. There was a Red Prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown of rubies and a castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. Why did that get crossed out? Because he didn't love everything red. He loved all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. Oh! It's about the actual cities. He couldn't stand the sight of Arc Ares or Orinda. He could not stand this white of Morajai. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue, and the sky is us. Is that he didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade, he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. Who was this? But one day the prince saw something new, and if you look closely you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color, the color blue. So this had to change. This is the original manuscript, and it had to change from the old one, or the one that got published. The one that got published... Hold on, I need to get my pictures of the published version out. Was the Red Prince? Yeah, they crossed out there. Or once. There was a Red Prince who sat on a throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a castle made of stone. Prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Yes. Didn't stand the sight of a canary or a crow. So the words are the same so far. He never looked up for fear of the sky. For fear of the view, here the sky was not a red hue. He always had a book. Oh, this is different. So this page in the published version says he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. He didn't see the birds, the changing of the leaves. He never saw the sights. So this one says that he had the book that's currently in our possession, and it made him happy. This is totally different. A story he'd read in the book in the bath and the bed. Maybe you can guess what the clues you have said. Story a boy who also will read. He looked like our prince from toes to his head. So in the book that got published, he doesn't learn about anything. It's just about how he loves all things red, and he loves being red, and he learns nothing, and red is great. That's it. And this one is about him discovering there's a world beyond himself. And that's the version that the publisher didn't like and made her change. Okay. A new clue. All he needed was to find a new clue. Book made How many memos should be visible? This was what she was working on. Platform 8. That would have been much easier for me to understand at the time. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely find 2. So there's 2 in the book? I think I found them both. We were looking for a new clue too. Clues come together like a new pair of shoes. Okay, so I think I found both clues in this book. It seems strange it would take this much effort to find this manuscript if this is something I've already found out. Medium gate. Oh! I never noticed that. Dead cases are dead herrings. You know, I was so stuck on the furnace for a while. That is funny. Double check with Kirk about documents. He retraced his sketches and studied the files, rewritten his theories, and gone through the piles of the evidence shown to God only knows, nobody known. And retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Medium gate seems important for some reason. Oh, this is her adding her notes. He had checked because of the checks on the corner cases, yeah. That has to be checked for it to make sense. He had checked, search every space. Insert small case numbers between the marked words above. Yeah, we know that. Swap king with rook. And this is too much overlap with clue and secret passage, but it's visible here. He looked under beds and in nooks. That might be too obvious. Replace fork with something connected to 10. Why? He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. Oh, interesting. It was originally something else. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues are found only in books. Interesting. Why is that X'd? Hold on. X is a 10. I wonder. And tome after tome, the library loaned. Kuko 2, specifically. A new clue, an uncle. Okay. Books that he had that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Mary, Gates, fixed stars. Noted in verse. Ah! This is something. This is important. This is another, what's the word where you swap, is it scramble? Remove! He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. Lines is in ranks or lines is in spines. He checked all the colors for each key that he wound, a nod to my uncle's parlor game. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting, as my mother used to call me, and found the diction of each word was sound, unending homophones. He stayed up all night and studied the This is different. And studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps, and if his directory... Oh, so originally, and his directory was a trajectory, nothing short of a full mental lapse. If his trajectory... Originally, that's how it was worded. From what I was told, I believe Margle's directory is currently 22 rooms short of completion. No cause for concern yet, as Uncle has removed the pump room from the draft pool. That's why they were removed, to keep the detective from finding 46. A man obsessed in Cuckoo 2. Oh, interesting, because back here, 2 cuckoos, that's relevant then. They would say as he would wander through, the best medicine is not yet evident when he found a new clue, if he found a new clue. Okay. Seen all the signs, Metro, show the entire route. Major. Yeah, okay. And having read this over so many times, having scoured over each of the lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? 1 per page. Or is it perhaps something new, or something overlooked but now in view? What are we pointing at? Typed, handwritten, typed. Remove the sign from this final illustration. Get that out of there. Yeah, okay. Remind Randolph to set this up before we leave. Yeah. Have you really found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Oh, sorry, I've been watching chat. I think she is making a meta joke about Fenari's people. Like, I didn't catch it in the beginning because I wasn't yet associating colors with cities and states and towns, but she's straight up calling it out. Like, they hate. They hate. They're xenophobic to the max. They hate these people. Back from the bike ride. Just five people monked it in the last. Oh wow, one of them hasn't redrafted it. I haven't redrafted it yet either. It's removed from the draft pool for a week. Okay, so denoted in verse is going to be a swappy word thing. I'm going to figure that out later. I'm adding that to my list of things to follow. So angels in tomb will order I can now cross out, potentially within a timely manner as well. Denoted in verse, and that had the treble clef beside it. So that's relevant. So that's telling me that the handwritten notes we found in her hand are all connected because it's in this book. It's on a note. There's a spiral of what looks like stars in another room, and there is on the lid of the box at the end of the very long and frankly obnoxious thing of locked doors had a spiral, and that was in the journey is not over box. So that's all clues pointing at something. Whatever denoted in verse unscrambles to. And there's the cipher still in the vault. I did write it down. I took a picture of it before. I have it all written down, and I think I know what to do with it. I'm not sure. That might have been all that was there. But I now have a great deal of information. Nope. And I want to start drafting blue memos. The message that goes with a spiral of stars. Well, it looks like a spiral, and it looks just like an observatory find. I forget what exactly it says on it. I took a picture of it. I might not say anything. Oh, you already got it. Does it never end? Hold on. Where's that scramble? Denoted in verse. D O E S A I T N E V E R E N D. That's what it unscrambles to. Gotta remember. Yeah. I've had that game. I've had that go off on me. Okay, so to note it in verse with the treble clef, scrambles to "Does It Never End," which is related to the spiral. So how do I activate the spiral constellation? Maybe that has to do. Maybe it has to do with the cipher. Or where the hell the cap... Oh, you know what? I just had a thought. I've been thinking cabinet as like a room. It might mean arcade cabinet, like Dirigiblocks in the commissary. And that might be why it's missing, is because it's not in the game yet. I think I can safely cross that one out. Boop. Any other anagrams of denoted in verse? I've seen... What other letters have I seen from that? I've seen denoted in verse with the treble clef. I've seen a spiral. I know I saw one more. I'm sure I saw one more. I'm not sure how to look. Google's pretty good, but I'm not sure. To know what I've seen and what I haven't. Lost and found. Investor needed. I'm not going to scratch my way through. I'm pretty of the belief that that makes sense. It also is a spiral. It's a different kind of spiral, but it's a spiral. And it looks like a device. But it's a spiral. The treble clef is also a spiral. Okay, so the spiral is relevant and important. Show me tunnel. Just headed straight for the corner here. One squared is 1. Wait a minute, didn't I solve this one already? Plus 4 is 5, squared is 25, subtract 15 is 10. Okay, well, I take that back. 0 is 20. I'm assuming one at a time. 20 subtract 20 is 0, subtract 3 is negative 3? No, hold on. I have to divide the 3. The 0 plus 20 is 20. And then 20. Subtract, no. Zero plus 20 is 20. And then 20 subtract 20, and then subtract 3 is negative 3. Negative 3 divided by 3 is negative 1. You have to square the negative 1, which makes it 1. 1 times 4 is 4. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. Squared is 16. Divided by 4 is 4. Squared is 16. Divided by 4 is 4. Is 16. It is so goofy when they do that. That was a repeat of a previous math puzzle. Like, line for line. Tunnel. Every day I'm tunneling. I'm just shooting right for rank 8. Every day I'm tunneling. Because the blue memos seem to be relevant, and you get them, it's so hard to get them, they must be relevant to late game puzzles. Okay, so now I need to turn. Bedtime for you? Alright. You have a good evening. Have good sleeps. Okay. I may have made making a foolishness with just randomly choosing a room. It's considering how many rooms there are. Maid's room. Now, my understanding of the blue memos, each blue room you draft. Oh, duh. I might want to change the aquarium counts. The scepter to blue. Oh, crap. But it's a blue room, is it not? Or does it mean specifically rooms in these... Like the blue rooms directly... Well, no. Maybe it needs to be just a blue room? I'm on rank 8, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. I don't see anything. Okay, blue room on rank 8. Don't tell me I gotta dig these things up. That may be the case. If that is... Did they spawn in the room? Oh, here we go. Ballroom. Oh my lord, I can't write. Blue tents. Ballroom. The majority of gems found in the house are artificially produced, alright. So they're hard to see, actually. They're kind of tucked away, these things. I see it. There we go. I knew this already. The rook can perform a special move with another piece. Okay, so these aren't like super integral details here, but I will still make a point of collecting them. I think I'm going to call it a night here. I've come up against a wall of my capability to keep going. So again, I want to thank everyone who came in. I thank everyone who stuck around and hung out with me. I will see you all again later. You'll have a good night. Bye-bye. Oh.